sweethearts, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to tell you 18 lessons that I learned after turning 18. So you need to grab some snacks, your cold coffee, and just sit with me because this is going to be a little bit long video than usual. So we are going to sit and talk. So ignore me being so silly, but yeah, for a second turn off your life because you're watching Nikistic Life. Okay, so to all those people who are new to my channel and who are watching for the first time, hi, welcome to my channel. And if you don't know, I just turned 18 and that is a real big deal for me. And on this occasion, I have listed 18 things that I have learned after turning 18. So maybe you haven't learned these lessons yet, so sit with me and listen to me very, very carefully. I'm really ready for winters now because winters में fan off करके video बनाना will not be a big deal. So talking about the first thing that I learned after turning 18 is be grateful for small things and cherish your dear ones. This is really important. We all are so engrossed in achieving bigger things that we just ignore the small happiness here and there. Be grateful for being alive, man. You have food on your plate, you have water to drink, you have a home to stay. All this is really important, okay? You cannot live without all this. Be grateful for everything and also stop taking your dear ones for granted. I have done that a million times, but finally mujhe akal aa gayi and now I know who are going to be there with me no matter what, and I really love them. So be grateful for everything. Okay, so talking about the second lesson that I learned is don't let their opinion affect you. And by their, I mean the people who do not matter in your life. So there are hundreds and thousands of people sitting out there who just want to comment on your life, who just want to let you down, just because they are insecure in themselves. And even if they are not, they just don't want to see you growing. Or I don't know what is the problem, but if there is someone who has nothing to do with your life but still they are making comments on you, still they are letting you down, still they are demotivating you, then just let it go. I don't think it needs any explanation now. Okay, so the third lesson that we learned is try not to harm intentionally. This one is really important and really serious because karma is a bitch. And I have experienced this myself and you will experience that too. If you will harm people intentionally, it will come back to you for sure. I can literally give it to you in written that karma is a bitch. She'll backfire on you. So it's better to not harm anyone intentionally and keep your record, what to call it, good? Whatever. Moving on. Okay, so the fourth lesson that I have learned is don't be hard on yourself, take breaks. And by breaks, I don't mean take vacations every other week. No, that's not working. So by breaks, what I mean is don't exhaust yourself, don't just force yourself to work every freaking day. Like there are days when you just want to sit back and relax. And you just need that, your body needs that. To be consistent, to be productive, to be creative. Your mind, your body both need a break. So, give it that, okay? That's good for you too. And the fifth lesson that I learned is very few people will stay. So yeah, this is a thing that I have been suffering through from a long time, I'd say. Because you know what, I used to get attached to basically everyone, I can say. And then, of course, not everyone is going to stay in my life forever. There are people who will come, who will be really nice to me, who will motivate me at a point, who will say good things to me, who are genuinely nice people, but that doesn't mean they are going to stay with you forever. That's not happening, okay? You need to understand that you don't need to get attached to everyone. So yeah, finally I have learned this lesson the hard way, but I'm telling you, learn it the easy way because the hard way is kinda rough. The sixth lesson that I learned is don't be afraid to say no. Please don't be afraid to say no, because if you are not going to say no to the things that make you uncomfortable, that you don't want to do, then I am telling you, you are ruining your own experiences. Like seriously man, if you are not upfront and you're not saying no to things that you don't want to do, then I'm telling you, you are going to regret it later. Because at that moment, you might be thinking that the person might get hurt, what he or she will think, and all those stuff. But let me tell you, in the long run, it's who you are going to stay with yourself. So it's better to say no and be happy with yourself. The seventh lesson that we learned is don't be impatient. And this is something really problematic in my life. I am such an impatient bitch, I cannot tell you. I get excited in everything. Everything. That's why my Instagram bio even says that I'm an overexcited woman. Yes, I am. I have accepted the fact, but because of that impatientness, is that even a word? Whatever. I have been in trouble. I have been in troubles a zillion times. Literally a zillion times, and not some ऐसे बच्चों वाला problems, in real life shit situations. I have been in troubles because of it. I just don't think about it, what's the wider view. I just go on okay, बस इतना दिख रहा है, it's looking good, just do it. And बाद में definitely I regret it. So sometimes stop being impatient, sit down, listen to the people around you, the people you trust. You really need to have those 2 or 3 people, or even one person that you know is never going to say anything wrong to you, wrong in the sense of they'll never want you to be in a trouble. That's it. Just talk to them, listen to their advice, and then act on it instead of just jumping into it. That's never going to help you. We are on number 8 already. Never stop doing what makes you happy. And this is really important. Many times what I do is, whenever, okay, so this one is interconnected to the one that I just said. Very few people will stay. So whenever someone used to just go out of my life, or maybe we used to lose connection or something, I used to stop doing what makes me happy. I used to just get into that phase where I just sit with myself. I don't talk to anyone. I don't create videos. I don't go out, and I don't talk to people. That's horrible, I'm telling you. When you get out of that phase, then you'll understand how much time you have wasted, how much you could have done that you haven't. So it's better to just let go those feelings, feel them for a while, but then just let them go. Because you know what? When you stop doing what really makes you happy, you are going to be at fault yourself. There is no one else to blame for that, because you are the one who stopped doing it. So it's better to know what makes you happy and just keep doing it. I don't know how many times I've said moving on now. 9th, cutting off toxic people is okay. And please, I would say tattoo करवा दो ये तो. Cutting off people who are toxic is okay. For a moment you will think कि क्या सोचेंगे यार, ऐसा अच्छा थोड़ी लगता है. Suddenly I'm just cutting them off. Do I have to give a reason? What will they think? And all that shit. Calm down, honey. You don't need to explain. Okay, so you don't need to explain to anyone, literally anyone. If you think this person is just not good for you, not good for your mental health, not good for anything in your life, then just cut them off. And you literally don't need to give an explanation to them. I have done this a lot of times now. Since the last 3-4 months, yes, I have done this. And I have not given explanations. I am just not going to give them explanations because I don't feel like. I thought you're toxic, and that's the reason I have just... So yeah, if you really think someone is not good for you, then just cut them off. It's fine. It's for your good. Self-love isn't easy, man. I used to think that it's like a personal attack to me. I used to think I love myself, I am obsessed with myself and all that shit. But then, you know what? I don't love myself enough. Like now as well, I am on the journey. I'm getting better every day, but I don't love myself enough even now. So yeah, self-love is just not saying that I'm obsessed with myself. It's a lot more than that. And you really need to make constant efforts to love yourself. It's not easy, man. It's just not easy. You really need to work on it. Then you'll start loving yourself. So yeah, just figure out. You really love yourself, or are you just saying I'm obsessed with myself? Next is discipline is important. I cannot stress on this enough. Like today also I woke up at 10 and I feel like shit today because my schedule is, of course, all over the place. When you'll be disciplined, you'll feel good. Your body will feel good. Your mind will feel good, and that's just a good way of living, I'd say. Because you know what, having a schedule, I'm not saying that just move according to your schedule every minute. I'm not saying that, but just having a rough idea of what your day is going to be, how your day is going to be, then it's just way more better than being clueless about okay now what to do. So yeah, having a time to wake up and having a time to sleep is perfect. You need to get that, and of course that also takes constant efforts because ek din mein, of course, you are not going to be disciplined. Okay, now I feel like I'm smart. Okay, so number 12. Not every day is going to be perfect, and I keep saying this on my Instagram like a hell lot of times, I'd say. So every day is not going to be how you want it to be. That's just not possible because everything is not in your hand. All you can do is try to make it the way you want it. But then if it doesn't happen, then just please stop blaming yourself for that, because some days are just not for you. Some days when it happens, like whatever you're doing is just going wrong, then what I have to tell you on that is just relax. Just let it be. That's what I do. Like whenever I feel like things are not going wrong, things are not going right today, I just leave it. And that day is my off then. It's just better to let it go instead of forcing yourself to make everything perfect. And I'm telling you, if you are going to try that, nothing is going to be perfect. Lesson number 13 and my favorite one. You don't need to settle for less. You don't need to settle for less any day. So this is like a constant thing in my life. I have always dreamt big. People keep saying me that you are dreaming too much. And I'm like, what is too much dreaming? Like, does it even make sense? It's my life. I can dream whatever I want to. I'm dreaming with my eyes open, okay? And I am going to achieve everything. Just wait and watch. So, yeah, I just want to say that if you are dreaming big and people are not supporting you with that, just don't listen to that shit, man. That's literally a piece of... They are just demotivating you. Just don't listen to them. Dream big, work hard, work smart, achieve it. Number 14, don't let relationships consume you. So, your girl has spoiled a lot of herself by being in some really serious shitty relationships. So yeah, what I have to say is that if you want to be in a relationship, then make sure that it's not hampering anything else in your life. Not your relationship with your family, not your personal life, not your studies, not your work, not your dreams. Anything shouldn't be hampered by your relationship. So that's a really important thing to make sure, because when you let your relationship consume all of you, you are going to end up in a place where you cannot love yourself, because at that moment you are not being yourself. And when you are not yourself, how can you expect to love yourself? That's just not possible. Number 15, read more out of your syllabus. That's really important. Our books, our syllabus books, they are definitely important. You need to study them, but The real knowledge comes out of those books. So, I don't want to say much about this, but you know what? Ever since I started reading books, there's no turning back. There's no turning back. So yeah, all I want to say is read more. Number 16. Accept your feelings. Okay, so stop neglecting your feelings. Like, I do that a lot. I still have to work on that. When you are not happy with something, don't act like you don't give a fuck. Because you do. You are giving a fuck, that's why you're sad. Let that feeling sink in. Feel that. Because we are human, man. We are creatures of emotions. We are happy, we are sad, we are excited, we are everything. So you cannot just be like that, I don't get sad only. Because you do, sweetie. You do. So yeah, just feel that. Just calm down and then move on. Because sticking on to the feeling is also not good. No matter if it's a success also, if it's a failure, don't stick to anything. The 17th lesson. You set your own limits. As I said, nobody else is going to define what are dreams for you. Your dreams are your own dreams. You should not let anybody else to tell you what your dreams should be. The sky is your limit. I believe in that. And I was really inspired by the thing that in the movie The Sky is Pink, she said that you can paint your sky whatever color you want. And that's what I want to tell you as well. The sky is yours. Paint it in whatever color you want it. I'm just saying, just don't set limits, okay? Just keep achieving goals one after the other and just keep living your life happily. That's it, man. Why do you need to have a limit? My limit is the universe. Okay, so last but not the least, save yourself from distractions. Okay, so this is for all my buddies, my age group buddies. Please don't get distracted. I got distracted a hell lot of times, and later on I understood that yes, these were distractions, because at that moment you don't realize that these are distractions. You enjoy, you are happy and all, and you just get with the flow. So don't do that. Don't do that. You know you are going to achieve things in life. If you have dreams, if you want to achieve them, you need to stop yourself from being distracted. Like, having fun is completely okay. Having fun is something that nobody can stop you from. But okay, I don't know how to explain it, but all I want to say is be very, very, very conscious when you are getting distracted. थोड़ी सी देर बाद समझ लो, but please समझ जाओ, because distractions can literally spoil your life. It literally can spoil your life. So yeah, these were the 18 lessons that I learned on my 18th birthday, and I hope it was helpful to you in some or the other way. So let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the video, and definitely give it a thumbs up, press the bell icon, subscribe to my channel and share with your friends, as we always say. And please do subscribe, okay? We are reaching a milestone that I have set for myself. So please help me reach that and celebrate it for a while. So yeah, see you next time. Now you can turn your life back on, because from the next moment you won't be watching Nikistic Life.